Hey everyone, I'm Janine.
And I'm Bella. I'm back.
Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Pleasure. We are back at Janine's Gluten-free Kitchen showing you how to make a falafel bowl recipe.
Oh yeah.
Yum. Traditional recipe of Egyptian falafels. Stick around, we'll be back soon. So we're making a falafel bowl recipe today, and the focus will be on making the falafels from scratch.
Awesome. Because
Yeah.
I usually just go to the supermarket or the markets and get them made.
Which is fine, great, but when you make them yourself, they're so yummy.
It never even occurred to me how you might make a falafel because it's just always ready made. So
Yep.
I've never had to think about that.
There are two types of falafels in the Middle East. There's the Egyptian falafels, which are actually called tamia, which are made from fava beans.
Okay.
And they have a lot more green stuff in them. And so they actually come out like vibrant green in the center.
So that's when I get a falafel from like a market and it's green, it's probably more Egyptian.
Exactly.
Okay, got you.
And the Lebanese and Israeli and other falafels are much drier. They have chickpeas and not as much green stuff in them.
Okay, yes. That makes so much sense.
Yeah.
Because I've just always called them both falafel, but they're completely different. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you know.
Well, like when I eat them,
Semi-different.
one's like, you just don't know if you're going to get like that soft, moist green one
Yes.
or like the, okay.
Or the drier.
I get it now.
Yeah, and I grew up with the soft, moist green one, which packs a really yummy punch. And
They're
is more moist.
good.
It is really good.
They're really yummy.
So I have some faba beans, which are split and dried, and I've soaked them overnight. I've cleaned them, soaked them, and I've actually changed the water a couple of times.
So cleaning's like you get in there with your hands and give them a bit of a...
Yeah, you want the water to run clear.
Okay.
And then you let them soak, and the reason why you change the water a few times while it's soaking is so you don't get burning afterwards.
For your best interest.
Yeah, and your friend's best interest.
Got it.
Yeah.
So they're just from like a tin?
No.
No.
These are dried, and I've bought them from a Lebanese grocer.
Oh, they're dried?
A Middle East, they're dried.
Okay.
Yeah. I bought them from a Middle Eastern grocer.
Could someone use them from a tin? Or you just buy them
You
dry?
can't.
Okay.
You can't find them.
Got you.
So all the ingredients are down below for how much you need. And we're just going to whiz them up with our garlic. Now, and we're going to get it down to a nice fine crumb. Yeah, that's good. That's probably only been a couple of minutes, not even. See how it's...
Yeah.
I mean, if it is a paste, it's a very, very coarse paste. All right, so then we're going to transfer this into our bowl. Thank you. Oh, no, actually don't put it away. We're going to need it for the green stuff.
Of course.
Great. And now we are going to mix some leeks.
So, okay, I don't really know about leeks. Do they give like an oniony sort of flavour or?
They do have an oniony flavour, but
Okay.
it's a very distinct flavour. It's like it's kind of closer to a spring onion, but again a different flavour.
Yep.
Yeah. Spring onions. You've never had leek and potato soup?
I have, but I've never understood what it is going to be without the potato.
Yeah.
But I've seen it used a lot in cooking and soups
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So stems and all when the herbs?
So the coriander stems and all, look, you know, parsley shouldn't have the stems, but I think when you're doing it into a paste, you don't need to be too pedantic.
But so yeah, because I've had this conversation with you before, so
In a
general
salad, you wouldn't put parsley stems.
but coriander stems.
No problem. Coriander
Yeah.
stems are really, really sweet and they're really tasty and they have so much flavour. Parsley stems can be a little bitter.
Okay.
Yeah. So we've put our coriander and fresh parsley in there. Let's give that a whiz. Now, unlike the beans, this does need to be a paste.
Okay.
So you want to really break it down. Usually because all the veggies have a lot of moisture in it, the longer you let it run, the more moisture releases. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is throw in all my spices and get the flavours into the paste. So we've got some cumin and coriander, dried and ground. We have some bi-carb of soda, which is going to make it a little bit fluffier and crunchier.
Cool.
Salt, sea salt, optional. I find though that falafels can taste a little bland without some salt.
Yeah.
And finally, traditionally they make it with breadcrumbs, and we don't want to put grains in it. We want to keep it gluten-free, so I have some flax meal.
Oh, just a little bit too.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Tablespoon.
And so that's going to change the texture in the inside a little bit.
It's going to absorb any excess moisture and just make it a bit fluffier.
Cool.
Yeah. All right, so now we've got a beautiful paste, and I wish you could smell the aromas. In fact, when you make it yourself, you will know. It smells ridiculously good. So that didn't take very long, a couple of minutes. Maybe how long was it?
Yeah, it was
4,
probably
3,
like a couple
4.
minutes, yeah. 2, 3.
But you know what, that's going to depend on your food processor based on how strong it is. And you can see there that it's quite
Yeah.
it's a nice paste. And the reason why we don't put it on, because you can see that the beans didn't take very long, but the green stuff took a lot longer. If you mixed it all in the food processor, which you can, the green stuff won't blend as well if you stop it sooner, but if you take it further so that the green stuff blends pasty, then your beans are going to be too fine.
Yep.
So now we're going to put some gloves on and squish it together.
Cool.
Go for it.
Okay, cool.
You want a really good even squish it right. Awesome.
Feels so good. Like strangely enjoyable. Like I'm glad I'm wearing gloves. Like I wouldn't put my hands in this. Thank you.
Some people don't mind the
Yeah.
feel of food on their hands.
I just don't like it when it gets under my fingernails.
Yeah. And make sure you get right into the center. Yep. Awesome. I can really smell the garlic with the cumin and the spices.
So sometimes I see them even greener. Do they add other things?
Just more herbs.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. You definitely can make them greener. Yeah. Dill is traditionally used, but it's not really in season at the moment.
Yep.
Here, and so it's a bit harder to find.
Okay. Is that looking
That
good?
looks pretty good. Sounds good.
Oh yeah. Cool. Okay.
Excellent.
Keep these on though. We're gonna.
Nope.
No, take them off.
You can take them off. All right. Now we're going to deep fry them. While we're waiting for the oil to heat up, let me tell you about these little babies.
Yes.
So when you're making falafels at home, and if you don't have these cute little gadgets, you would normally just get a little bit roll the ball in your hand and pop it in. But from Middle Eastern grocers, you can get these little falafel makers. They're
really
aren't
sweet.
they?
Yeah.
These give you a much bigger falafel, and these give you a nice little bite size.
Cute.
So we'll make a bit of both, I
Yeah.
think. So how these work is you depress the mechanism like that. Fill up your falafel. Just clean the edges, and then voila!
Just pop it in.
Just pop it into the oil, like that. Let's do it with the big one. So you depress it and you keep it held down while you fill with the falafel. Just clean the edges. I can't tell you how many hundreds of these I've made. And yeah, sometimes it slides on its own. Great. Yeah.
Last time I was here, you did cookie dough with an ice cream scooper. Could you do that with falafel?
It would be too big. Oh, well, actually, you know what? I've got a smaller one. Yes.
It's like a,
Yeah,
like a
you
melon
could.
bowler or something.
Absolutely. It is like a melon
There we
bowler
go.
size. Yeah, you could. It would give a very different shape,
See,
but you know,
I'm full of ideas.
so easy rather than rolling them all by hand.
Totally.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool.
Yeah. Why don't we just test the oil with one? And you're looking for the falafel to float and bubble. It's maybe just another minute.
Okay,
not
so
quite
does
hot
that mean
enough.
the oil's not hot? Okay, got
Yeah.
you. Because it's bubbling, it's just not floating. Oh, there she comes.
Yeah. But see how it's just a soft, like it didn't go whoosh when you first drop it in, which is what it should do.
So I'm really curious as to what oil you would use when you're deep frying something.
Yeah, okay, so this is light olive oil.
Okay.
I do like olive oil for its health
Yeah.
qualities.
Yeah.
Avocado oil's really good. Sesame oil's fantastic. Let's make a batch of these babies.
Yes.
They're so cute. Yeah, see how
Okay, yeah.
you're getting a bit
It's
more
getting a bit more
response. Yeah.
For sure. So how long would you need to leave them in there for?
Look, I wouldn't say a time. What I will say though is you want it to brown on the side, because obviously when you're frying like this, it only does one side. You want it.
so cool.
Yeah. You
So-
want them.
Sorry, you go.
You want them. I don't know. Probably about 5 minutes, roughly. But you want it to be brown a little bit, and then you'll see what will happen to them. And then flip them over for a couple more minutes.
And so you don't put anything else in the oil?
No.
It's just oil?
Just oil.
And do you need a specific type of pan? Like,
No.
okay.
Just don't ever fill your oil so high that when you put everything else in, it starts
needs
to
to rise
bubble
up.
up. It needs space.
Yep.
See how it's getting a bit
Oh,
brown?
totally.
And you also don't want to crowd your pan either. So we've got a good amount of space around each, like about 1 centimetre or so. That's good. So normally, this is interesting.
Oh, because they're round.
Because they're balls, they don't want to flip over. So maybe a boo to these, unless you flatten them before you put them in.
Yeah.
He just doesn't want to go. You will need a slotted spoon to get them out.
Okay.
I got this from an Asian grocer. It's
Yep.
fantastic. And this is why it's so good. Right!
All in one.
So these were really cute, but we did find because they were round, they didn't flip very easily. So that's just something to consider. You might want to flatten them before you put them in.
Cool.
Let's try these little ones.
What are these called?
Falafel
Falafel
makers.
The technical term.
Yeah. So it feels like it's maybe getting a bit too hot. So let's turn that down just a little bit.
Should I go this way?
Yep. Yep. That's good. If you have them too hot, they'll get brown really quickly and then just won't cook as well inside.
Can I have a go?
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. No, you got to press it first. Yep.
Just testing you, Janine. That's not
Do it
really.
again, and think of it as a pyramid top.
Oh, okay. Bit more like that.
Yeah.
Oh, and then you...
Yeah. Squish it down a bit harder. Yeah. And then pyramid top. So go from the center out. It's easier to go
got
from
you.
the center out. Yeah.
Like that?
Yeah. Probably a bit too hard, but there we go.
Sorry though. Almost got you.
Yeah, beautiful. So did you notice how good that little machine was? And because it was kind of flat on one side, they just cooked so evenly. They look fabulous.
They do look so good.
Yeah.
It's like straight out of something that I would buy at a market. 100%. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they look so good.
Yeah. They do come out greener.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Yeah, way more than that. Yep.
Yeah, exactly. So we're going to go ahead and cook the rest of these with the bigger one, and we'll come back on the other side. We have made our fantastic falafel.
I did pretty well.
She did. You did really well.
Yeah.
You picked it up so quickly. She's hired. And now we're going to assemble.
Good, I'm looking for a job actually.
We are going to assemble our falafel bowls, and what I've done is I've made a few different things, kind of keeping in with the theme of Middle Eastern flavors.
Oh my God, you do the best tabbouleh.
You know, we have a recipe for tabbouleh.
Yeah.
Recipe.
Back in the early days of our friendship, I was just like, tabbouleh is so good. And for a really long time, every time I came over, I was like, I hope she made tabbouleh.
You never told me that.
I think I did.
Okay. And we also have some baba ganoush, eggplant dip,
Yeah.
some zucchinis, some olives, some pickles. Pickles are really important with falafel. It gives a nice sort of offsets. And if you buy a falafel roll, it's got to have pickles in it. Sorry. Some beans with, what are they? Almond slivers.
Yep.
Some cucumbers. The only thing on this palette that is not Middle Eastern is some Hawaiian sweet potato. But I did it in kind of, the flavors.
So the one with the white skin is called Hawaiian sweet potato.
No, purple skin.
Purple skin, Hawaiian.
But it's white inside.
Okay.
Yeah, it's less starchy. Okay, let's assemble this baby. I've just swapped bowls because the other one was way too big, and I've put on a glove because it's just a lot easier to do this by hand. So we're going to put on a little bit of lettuce, some zucchini.
So what did you marinate that in something?
No, I just pan fried it with a little bit of garlic.
Cool.
Yep. Sweet potato. Yum. And these were baked for about an hour.
Cool. With a bit of rosemary or something?
No, it actually has some kind of Mediterranean spices.
Cool.
Yeah. Some beans
And these are just in the fry pan?
in the fry pan. Yeah, just with a bit of pepper, nothing too complicated. Some chopped up cucumber. Tabbouleh.
My favourite.
Yum. Tabbouleh makes everything taste good.
It really does.
Now, a few little olives.
Which she makes herself. Like not makes the olives, but like
Yeah, I like to
marinates
buy it, drain it, and then like buy them pickled and then drain it and then marinate it in olive oil and flavours. It's
so good.
falafels.
But of course.
The all-important medley of falafel shapes. And then we're going to put some dip on one side. Tahini is the thing that's traditionally accompanies falafels.
Is it tahini in?
Yeah, I mean baba ganoush is basically barbecued, blistered eggplant with tahini sauce.
Should I put some of this on?
Yeah, please. Sprinkle it all around. Awesome. Little wedge of lemon. Some pretty.
Got that? Some of this?
Yep.
I love radish, fresh radish, so
Oh,
yummy to
it's yum,
snack
yum.
on.
Awesome. And then I've just got a little sprig of coriander. But what I might do is also just chop a little tomato, and this is purely for looks because it just brightens the plate up.
Beautiful. It's so colourful.
Yeah. You got pink, you got brown, you got green. If you had blue, I'd be very concerned. There
Awesome.
you go. How fab-o is that for a meal?
Looks so good.
So good.
Yeah.
We're gonna eat it.
Oh yeah.
Falafel bowl. Make your falafels and make whatever else you want to accompany it because it's so versatile
Yeah.
and tasty.
Yeah, I'm just thinking of like all the things that I could put with it.
You could put asparagus
Yeah.
and broccoli, you could put any number of things, but this does keep it in the Middle Eastern flavour.
Cool.
Yum. Hope you guys have enjoyed this. Hit the like if you have. Please give us a comment and share your photos if you make them.
And the
That would
bell.
be fab. Subscribe. Hit the bell. Not this one. Hit the one down there. Hey guys, thanks for joining us. Thank you again.
You're welcome.
You
Thanks
are
for having
so
me.
welcome back anytime.
Okay.
So much fun.
Awesome.
See you guys.
Bye.
They're very cool.
They're like a Portuguese brand. So they're so
Comfy,
comfy.
yes.
Yeah. The leather's really soft.
And the Portuguese shoe. Alright. Hey everyone, welcome. That was a bit loud. Let's do that again. Let's do it.
Oh yeah.
Me. And okay.
Hey. Unique New York.
Unique New York. That's it.